All right. It's Dale.
Charles Chuck with Ills.
Doing a movie review for Avengers Endgame. Doing something new, something different. Both of us on this review together. I usually do these by myself, but Ayo, for the Olympic magazine, we're gonna do it together.
Yes, sir. So, what you want to talk about there?
I don't know. Let's get into the heart of the movie. What do you think about the movie? What's the pros and cons of the movies, in your opinion?
All right, so I think I can do the pros and you can do some cons.
Yeah,
I know you got some cons.
Not really.
I ain't really got no cons either. I ain't got no cons.
Really, it's a great movie. I would say, if technically there are two different movies, if I had to say which one was better, I would say Infinity War was better. But it's really one movie broken into two different movies. So
see, that's where we disagree. So we need to say spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen the movie, you need to go see it. I know a lot of people have seen it, so that's why we decided to do a spoiler review. Normally I don't, but this is a movie everybody's trying to go see if they haven't seen it already. So if you haven't seen it, don't watch this.
So with that being said, Iron Man died. Yo, listen. This is probably one of the greatest movies, in my opinion. I haven't seen a superhero movie this good. Out of the 22 Marvel movies, and I guess how many DC got? I think they got like probably
don't even count.
6, 7, 10.
This is the 22nd movie in the Marvel
the
Cinematic
MCU.
Universe.
Yep. And that's not even counting.
And I tend to forget about that. Well, that's not part of it, but it's going to be part of it in the near future, I suppose. But and I tend to forget about that Hulk movie, The Incredible Hulk, because Mark Ruffalo wasn't playing Bruce Banner at the time.
They've had 2 Hulk movies,
but the one with Ed Norton is considered part of this MCU. That was the last one, not the Ang Lee joint. Years ago. Yeah.
So that last one. So honestly though, like, this journey really began with Iron Man.
Right. 2008.
Yeah, with Robert Downey, because that's when Marvel figured out how to do it, in my opinion. And he been there the whole time, even though every year, we get that he's done with it. I think he's supposed to be done since Iron Man 3. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's been wanting to stop playing the character, but they always offer him that money. He can't say no to that money.
They bring him back every year for whatever reason. He keeps doing it. How many Avengers movies is it? 5?
It's 4.
4 Avengers movies.
You could say Civil War. Captain America Civil War was like a semi-Avengers movie.
Which is a good-ass movie, too.
Oh, yeah, love that movie. That's in my top 5, definitely.
Yeah, so Dale says Infinity War is better than this. I disagree with Dale on that.
I can't debate it.
I think, like, the stand-up and cheer factor, the like, just coming back from the dead, the feeling you got when you saw that people were walking out, the whole thing. They doing a little magic circle, and you know what I'm saying? All your heroes, everyone that you ever could think of is walking onto the screen,
ready for battle.
Yeah, you started with, I think it was, who was first? Was it Black Panther that first came out, or
one of the first?
He was like second. Somebody else was first. Like, was it Hawkeye? Not Hawkeye. Was it Falcon? I think Falcon might have been the phrase that Cap, you need a hand. I think it was Falcon was first.
Yeah, I definitely want to see it again.
Then Black Panther, and then everybody else just coming out. Scarlet Witch, all these different people. I just think with that freaking moment, you know what I'm saying? That moment, like, Infinity Wars is dope. Don't get me wrong. And what's the one right before Infinity War?
Age of Ultron.
Yes.
I like that better than most.
That's good. Yeah,
most people are down on that, but I really like it. I thought it was better than the first.
It's not bad.
And I thought it was better than the first one, in my opinion. But I'm in a minority. I'm in a minority with that.
That's debatable. But that one to me is so forgettable. I was watching that the other day on it came on like TBS or something, and I was watching like I never seen it. I was like, I forgot this happened. I forgot that happened. Because it's so it doesn't once they went past it, the movies got so strong. Like, they got so much stronger than it, which is still a great movie.
I think this Endgame. I would describe it to somebody as Avengers Back to the Future. It reminded me of the movie Back to the Future. How they was going back in the past trying to correct things.
Which we gotta say, Ant-Man is the GOAT. Right now.
Yeah, because he came up with the idea.
Without Ant-Man, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I didn't think about that.
Ant-Man is the GOAT. So I'm thinking like they held him back out of the last movie. My niece kept saying, "Why wasn't Ant-Man in the movie?" I was like, "Just wait. We'll see. Let it play out. We'll see what happens." And he plays a huge. I think
huge part. I didn't expect him to play that.
Yeah.
He played more of a huge part than Captain Marvel. I thought she was going to have a bigger role in stopping Thanos and fixing everything, but not as much as him. No.
He came up with the concept. He had to have a big part in making it go through. I mean, without Iron Man, without Tony Stark's knowledge, it goes nowhere. But he added a lot of heart to it. Him with his daughter's story.
Right, she all grown up now. It's a teenager, an older teenager.
And the
she seemed a little older than she should be.
It was like 5 years.
Me and Elizabeth, my wife, we was like, she seemed a little older.
She was like a little.
That's only 5 years difference. Girl. Yeah, that was only 5 years difference. She seemed a little older than she should have been.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'll let that pass. I'll let that slide. I let that inconsistency slide right there.
Yeah.
But we gotta talk about the surprise. I didn't expect to see the Smart Hulk. If anybody read the comics,
Professor Hulk.
Yeah, when he actually has the intelligence of his human self inside the Hulk. That was tight. I really like that. That's the best Hulk ever looked to me. He always looked like a cartoon in the past ones, but he looked real. He looked very real.
I like Professor Hulk
wearing clothes and the glasses and all that. Yeah, I like that.
I like Professor Hulk. I'm here for that. I think that when you go back and look at old Hulk, it looks weird.
Yeah.
When they showed old Hulk like, you're like so unsophisticated.
Yeah.
Like, it was just Neanderthal. Like this new Hulk is just amazing.
I was geeking when I saw it. I was like, well, they did that. I wasn't expecting that. Then they had Fat Thor. Out of shape. Some
people are like, the gag went on too long. I like it.
Yeah, I heard that too prior. Yeah. They were saying that a gag about Thor, a joke about Thor went on too much.
Yeah. I don't agree. I think it was Thor has become that borderline. He's funny, but he still can. When it's time, he's making you feel like he's in there.
And we gotta talk about the surprise death. I mean, you already said Tony Stark died, which I kind of suspected he would because he's tired of playing Iron Man. That time, I thought Cap would die, Captain America would die, but he actually retired. But he just basically retired and passed the mantle on. What you think about that? Him passing the mantle on to
well, he's clearly that happened in the comic book.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
but true. In my opinion, that guy can't come close to Cap. Like
but he don't have a super serum.
He doesn't have a super serum. So I don't know how he's going to be Cap, but he got to give it to somebody.
It made more sense to pass it to Bucky. It seemed like it would.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't.
Because he is a super soldier.
But I don't know if Bucky. has the same
moral.
Yeah, the moral code.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying as Cap. So I don't know if you give it to Bucky. It seems like Bucky don't want nothing to do with it anyway.
Yeah, Falcon seemed more.
Yeah, he's with it. He's in there. He's gonna fight. You know what he about.
Right.
But Bucky.
It's gonna be very interesting in the future how they do that.
I'm gonna tell you who. Really, Ant-Man is the heart, but freaking Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, Spider-Man, yo! If you didn't tear up, you was going to tear up when this dude was like, "Sir," like he was like, he
was surprised he got a hug.
Yeah, Mr. Stark, Mr. Stark, like, yo, it's like, yo, the last one, he's like, Mr. Stark, I don't feel.
Oh yeah, that was devastating.
Right, I feel. That hit you.
Yeah.
Then this time he right back with the Mr. Stark. Like, what's going on? You're gonna make it. Like, I'm like, oh man, this kid don't understand that this is in the contract. like, yo. So, yo, Spider-Man is the heart. The end fight with Spidey trying to control the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Then Black Panther's like, give it to me. Like, all of this just feels like this is next level. It just felt like you felt this rush of emotion, in my opinion, like when you saw Spidey fighting so hard, and then Black Panther fighting so hard, and Captain Marvel, everyone, it's like I hope they do Secret Wars. Because I think Secret War is going to be.
They could.
I heard that they were going cosmic with this next time, so I hope they do Secret Wars so that we can get a little more of this. But I don't know if that's what they're going to do. But
they're supposed to be doing the Eternals movie.
Yeah,
that's in the cosmic realm. I don't know too much about their character. I never bought the comic book when I was young, so I don't know about their history. But you had another death that totally surprised me, Black Widow.
Yeah,
I know we spoiler. I'm sorry if you haven't seen it, but
Black
we
Widow dies.
I was shocked. I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see it coming. I was sitting there. I was thinking. I was like, they're gonna make them both fall in chasm. And they both love each other, so they both would have came back out. They both would have ended up at the bottom alive because she sacrificed him and he sacrificed her.
Right.
I thought it was going to be a double whammy, and they both would have, but that's not how it played out. She's gone.
I really didn't see it coming because she got a solo movie coming, so that means the solo movie going to be a prequel.
Yeah,
it's going to be like an origin story.
But she, for them to get her back, they would have to pull the old "we going into Hades."
Yeah,
they would have to go.
I don't think they're bringing her back.
I don't think so.
She probably tired of playing that character.
I think her contract's up.
Yeah, she probably ready to move on. Yeah. So is
she's done like what,
Chris
8
Evans.
movies?
Yeah, she's been there since the second Iron Man, right? Yeah, the second Iron Man movies when she made the first.
She is half the movie we talking about.
Yeah.
So, I think that her dying we should all seen it coming because if you keeping up with the contract stories and all this and that. Yeah. But
I didn't see it. I thought it would be strictly Captain.
I think 2 movies ago she was talking about she was done. I think she was talking about she was done in Civil War. I think
I didn't know that.
It was something about she was all set. And I was like, damn, who gonna play her? But she kept coming back. Her and this guy. But it doesn't feel like they died for contracts. It felt organic.
Yeah, it didn't feel forced. Now I don't want nobody to get mistaken that it felt we just killed them off because they were ready to stop playing the current. No, it was natural how they died, and their deaths was worth it. The stakes was high and it made sense. So
so I think that those deaths they add to the story.
Right, and I know people had problems with Marvel in the past. Say, they kill their characters and they come back. I don't think they coming back. I don't think Tony coming back, and I don't think she coming back.
No.
So.
But and then who else? Somebody else died too. Nobody else died, right?
No, not that.
So it was Vision in the last movie. Vision's gone, but
I think he gonna come back because him and Scarlet Witch supposed to be having their own streaming series on the Disney.
Yeah, they can be like that's an alternate universe. They can do anything. Yeah. But I think where they went with his death. Oh, did you see the last scene? There was no cut scene, but in the funeral scene, there's this kid they show.
That's the kid from the third Iron Man?
Yeah.
But
nobody knew that too. Like everybody's in the movie, they're like, "Who is that?" Like,
I figured that out without watching. Yeah, but I actually watched. I figured it out. Yeah.
But I mean, even Peter was like, "Who is that?" And everybody had to Google it. But
you think he'll take the mantle?
Yeah, I think that's an Iron Man. I think that's what they're getting at because he already knows about the suit. He helped him repair. He helped him fix it. You know what I'm saying? When he was in that town and he was clearly like efficient with electronics and stuff.
Right.
So I think there's zero reason to put him in there unless
you're gonna do something.
Unless you're doing something with him. So I think we're looking at the new Iron Man.
That's true. So how do you rate the Avengers movie, the 4 Avengers movie?
The 4 ones. All right. So the first one.
I know it's hard to separate this one from Infinity War because they're basically the same movie to me. But I mean, one movie, but just broken.
Yeah. But so the finality, they both have deep finality, but this one is in the beginning. It felt mad despair in the beginning of this one. The last one, it was at the end. So you could put them together. You could probably watch them back to back, like in a couple years, and just the whole thing will flow and it'll feel right.
Yeah, I am gonna do that. Yeah, when they come out, I am gonna watch them together like one movie, like Kill Bill 1 and 2. Remember, and Quentin Tarantino.
And we had to wait for that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we had to wait for this just like that. So, like I said, I think I went on my page and I was like, "This is the greatest movie of all movies I've ever seen." Like when I
any genre.
I know I sound crazy, but this
you do sound crazy.
Any genre. I could sit here and name my top 50 best movies. None of them made me feel like this. Matrix, Lord of the Rings. I know you love
the Matrix,
and I watch Matrix consistent. I watch that right now. Matrix, Lord of the Rings, freaking like Coming to America. It's better than everything.
Wow,
everything.
So we already know that's your number one.
Number one movie.
And so how would you rate the rest of the 3?
They all are good. All of them are good. So if like Me and Dale do different ratings. Like I do, I have they'll give you A, B, C, D.
I give you A plus. A plus is like a classic. That's as high as you can get with me.
So I do A and then variations of A. Mm-hmm. So like all of these movies, I'm giving this an A with the 5 pluses at. So this is just flawless. There's nothing wrong with this movie. And I hear critiques, little stuff like, oh, Cap is the timeline. He messed the timeline up by going back and then not coming back when he's supposed to. No, he didn't. If you really understand what happened, he went back. He didn't go back as Cap of 1995, whatever year they went back.
It's one part that confused me that you might can clear up. Spider-Man comes back, but he's still in high school. How is he still in high school if that's 5 years up?
We're not going to know that until that movie comes out. Until Spidey's Homecoming movie. We don't know why he's still in high school. But you
see at the end, he was hugging his boy in high school.
Yeah.
Right.
How's the boy still in high school?
Right. If it's 5 years later.
I'm going to tell you how.
But I know Tony Stark has said, can we go back in the past and bring these people and keep everything the same? I don't know, maybe that has something to do with it.
I'll tell you what happened. The fat boy went away. All of them went away. Half that school went away. And then the rest of the school, people that lived, the country was destroyed. Mm-hmm. So you gotta think, if everybody vanished in what year was it supposed to be? 2014 or 18 or whatever it was. Let's say 2017, they all vanished. Mm. The society went down. Wasn't no school. Nobody was in school. You understand?
Okay.
Nobody was in school. If you pay attention, you see that the New York is in shambles.
Yeah.
Everything's in shambles. Nobody's going to school. So everybody in 12th grade. So everybody from 2017 has no schooling. So when everybody come back, they're like, all right, let's get it back on. We're going to start right where we were. Even if you're 19, your ass is in the 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think, these people haven't been getting school for 5 years. They right where they were. So all of them come back. It's just like if you go to school after a tragedy, you have some time off, then you go back and you got to start where you left off.
That was the only part that that didn't make sense to me. Because they might have messed up right there, but I said it's probably explanation for it.
Yeah, there was no school for anybody. So when everybody came back, teachers came back, everybody came back. So now let's start like it's fresh.
Well, one of the criticisms this movie might get that I didn't have a problem with, but I can see people talking, it don't have a lot of action. It doesn't have a lot of action in it, if you think about it. Really, the action only comes in the last hour. Like the first 2 hours, they trying to figure out what the hell they gonna do.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't have a problem with
it. Me either, because
you ain't got so much action in the previous movie. Infinity War was just nothing but action, non-stop.
But people are discrediting what is action. When you're going backwards and the pressure, the tension is there because you're trying to steal a stone from somebody, and it's mad suspenseful. That's action. Like when they went back and this guy's father is coming in, or when what was it? Hawk was trying to snatch the stone and she hit his body.
Yeah.
All of that's action. I don't know. That's not slow to me. So it's like, to me, all of the plot.
That's
lines,
the chick from Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Have you seen Doctor
She's a goat.
Yeah.
You gotta think. I've seen them all, but she's a goat. So I can't remember her name right now.
I can't even. It's terrible. I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sit there and think I should know it. It's on like tip of my tongue, but I can't.
She's a goat. Because this chick said, where's Doctor Strange? She said, I think he said, who are you looking for? Something to the effect of, where's Doctor Strange? And she said, he's still downtown doing surgeries. You're 5 years too early.
Yeah, this is before he actually became Doctor Strange.
Yes, so this lady already knows Strange, which I think they said that in Doctor Strange movie, that they already knew who he was.
They already knew
she was waiting on
the next one, yeah.
But to say, you're 5 years too early. He's still a surgeon. That's incredible. That's like, this lady sees everything.
Right.
Hulk tries to snap. Hulk, world destroyer Hulk. He's like, I don't got time for this. He reads this shit like, knocked the soul out of his body. I'm like, oh no. See, now we're dealing with something else. She gave him the stuff. Like, he didn't take nothing.
You had to have the conversation.
He had to
convince her.
Yes.
Yeah.
To me, that is great storytelling.
Yeah, it is. It's more about the story than the one-on-one fighting and special effects and all that shit.
I think so. Even when we read comic books, you can't have a comic book that's just fighting Yeah. They just punch it, bam, bam. At some point, it gotta have a story.
Right.
Mary Jane ain't gotta break up with Peter. It has to be, and he's distraught, got a beard, and you don't know what his next, you know what I'm saying, what he's gonna do with his life.
Right.
You need that, so then when he comes out of it, so we needed all that despair, all of that. This has to work because I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We need all that. So then. I got my feeling that I never felt like it was slow, but some people were like, there was some slow moments. Like I was watching YouTube and a couple of reviewers were like, if I had one criticism, it was that there were a few slow moments. I didn't find any slow moments. I was so invested from the time to open the screen where he's shooting arrows with his daughter, and then you look back and the daughter's gone.
He had a lot of screen time too.
He had a lot of screen time.
Well, he wasn't Hawkeye. He changed his name to Ronan or something like that. Yeah.
Now, if you don't know the comic books, you are confused right there. Mm-hmm. Because why is he able to kill these Yakuza and all these other people? He's just going there hand in hand with just arrows against 40 guns. You know, but it's explained in the book. He went off to become a samurai.
Right. Yeah. Some extra training than what he already.
Yeah, because if you're like when he does that sword fighting scene with this guy. And he beats him so easily. You're like, how does he do it? But if you realize, if you know this backstory, this is literally the first movie that if you don't know what's going on, you will not know anything. This is not. You can't just jump in and follow.
Right. You gotta watch. You have to watch other movies.
You have to. You have to.
No way you can go in.
When these people disappear, you're like, where's his daughter? Like you don't know what happened. And from that point on, everything is insider information. You don't know, like when Black Widow pops up behind them, and he's like, "Why are you here?"
Right.
You don't even know their relationship if you've never seen the first movies.
I thought the movie was very funny too. I think most of the jokes hit.
Yeah. It was. I didn't think anything was overly played. I didn't think anything was corny. Even this guy, you know, he's coming in goofy.
Yeah.
And the guy from the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy. This guy, he still, even you knew it was gonna be goofy slapstick, he still played his role very. Him and Thor are like Laurel and Hardy right now.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
And it's not like
Star-Lord, right?
Yeah, Star-Lord and Thor. He's like, I'm in charge. He's like, you're in charge. Maybe. Like. It's gold. Now, this is what we gotta discuss. Gamora. Did she die when he snapped the fingers? Because he killed everyone with Thanos.
That's a good question.
Everyone
she wasn't at the funeral.
And she wasn't at the funeral. So
wow, that's a good question. I didn't think about that.
I didn't think about it. And someone told me, Pedro, he's like, yo,
she wasn't at the funeral. I was wondering why she. Now I was thinking she wasn't at the funeral because she don't really know them. Remember, this version of her doesn't know them.
Doesn't know them at all.
Right? She's like, this is the guy I was hooked up with. So that's why I thought she wasn't at the funeral. But your reasoning might be better, make more sense.
Yeah.
I say
So, that's a good question. And another question someone raised was, what did they say? Not the Gamora one. It was, my God, there was so many questions raised by this thing. So when Thanos went back, it should have changed some stuff. Mm-hmm. When they told Thanos a lot of stuff going forward. Mm-hmm. When he found out, when he pulled that info from the sister, and a lot of stuff kind of overlapped in a way, but it didn't, because I guess he never did some of the stuff, and so we in this moment right now, all that stuff in the future.
When you go back in the future, time traveling movies or series always can get confusing. Mm-hmm. There's so many variables in it.
Yeah. So I think that he.
At one point, before I forget, when Thor chopped his head off in the beginning, I didn't see that. I was like, wow.
Yes.
Like, whoa, he did that.
Yes, and see. That's beautiful,
because that goes back to what he said in the Infinity War. You should have went for the head.
Right there, it's like there is no long talk, and there's no and he gets away. It's none of that. Like people blaming him. They blaming him and Star-Lord for the whole thing. They blame Star-Lord for letting him get away. Yeah. They blame Thor for not going for the head. Yeah. So this time it's over. End of the discussion.
And I also like the scene at the very battle at the end when all the women. Superheroes or superhumans went together and got together, but that was tight. That was a tight scene.
I like what they did with that. They gave women like their moment.
Right.
Biggest movie in the world, give them their moment.
Valkyrie had her horse, a winged horse.
Yes.
Pegasus, or whatever it's called.
Now I saw some online yesterday where and it ain't all of them. It's LGBTQ. Some of them are saying so they had a transgender. One of the characters is transgender. I don't know.
Which one?
I don't know. I don't know. But I was reading Twitter that one of them was openly gay.
And they were
not transgender. I think it was openly gay. One or the other. And which is a big step. He was openly gay, and he had two. I don't know who. I can't even remember what I'm trying to. I don't know who it was because I didn't get that far on Twitter. But they were some of the people on there were like, "Oh wow, maybe the first gay person could say more than 3 lines." I'm like, "Oh my god." You know what I'm saying? Like, it's baby steps, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It is Disney. They know it's
baby
Disney.
steps. You lucky you got that baby steps. You know what I'm saying? You think the first black person came in there, he was like, whatever, like, how many superhero movies before we got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Falcon and all that good stuff. Like, so, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's always going to be somebody.
It's always going to be something. But, it's a lot of talk, a lot of gripes, but for the most part, I haven't heard nobody say it was trash. I hear people trying to pick little stuff. Oh, another gripe I heard from one guy. He's reviewing. He's very good. I can't. I don't want to say his name, but he was like, he said, if I have one gripe to say about this movie, is when Iron Man is on the Star-Lord ship with
the sister
and the raccoon.
The sister and the raccoon.
Both of them was there.
Oh, okay, that's right.
And if I'm not mistaken, no, the raccoon wasn't there.
No, it wasn't. It
I'm
was
sorry.
them. He was doing the football thing.
Right. It was them too.
Yeah.
The guy was saying that he should have saved himself. He's like, this is Tony Stark. He's like, why would he not be able to come up with something creative? Why are you showing him giving up and being saved by Captain Marvel? He said, other than that, that's the only gripe I have.
What? I don't get that.
He was saying that what he said was that. Do you know the raccoon's name?
Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket Raccoon has stole 2 batteries. The last movie, and they should have been on that ship. He was saying basically there should have been 2 batteries, and Tony should have figured out how to do that. I thought Tony said he did something in the beginning, gave them a couple more days. So I don't.
But he don't have no food or water.
Right. So the guy was like, "This is Tony Stark. He should be able to do some MacGyver." But he said, other than that, he's like, he said
he is human. I mean, I know he's very intelligent, but he is human. And he's never been in space before.
I don't think so.
Right, he's never been in space before. So I mean,
so the guy, he said, if I have to make a gripe, that'd be it. That Tony should have saved himself. We shouldn't have had to see Captain Marvel, but that was a great scene. I love that scene.
Yeah, that was how she saved him. Yeah.
So that was the only gripe. My only gripe is Captain. I don't like her hair show.
I don't like her haircut either. I agree with you.
I didn't like her haircut.
Yeah, I don't like her haircut either.
Because she's beautiful with that long hair.
Yeah, I agree.
It is what it is. And then they seem to dumb her down to my she was all seeing, all powerful and all that. But it seemed that they purposely kept her off screen because she is way too strong.
Powerful, yeah.
I
thought she was going to be have a very large role in it. It wasn't as large as I thought.
No. And then when she actually did fight him, it's like she's fighting he's on her level. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost was like he damn near right here with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's not easily taking him out based on her power. She should have been easy to just rip his arms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's very powerful.
Yeah, he's very powerful.
He was whooping them. Remember, he's fighting all 3, Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man. Just basically whooped it. Oh, that was tight how Captain America was able to wield a hammer. That was tight.
I had even forgot. This is in the comics, and I had even forgotten he did that. When this dude was like this, the best movie ever, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to figure out what part is whack. Like, anymore, I can go to the Matrix and be like, that part whack. Oh, that's too many. Oh, when they fighting all these. That's universally agreed that the second Matrix, when they have this gigantic CGI.
That's on the highway. The highway.
No. When they're in the where the Oracle lives.
Oh, okay. Right.
And they have this big fight. They come out of nowhere, and he's multiplying himself. It's like 100 freaking Agent Smiths.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it gets ridiculous, silly. It's like it goes on for like 20 minutes of nonsense. Like, so that's really silly. We didn't have that moment in this movie. There's no moment you can be like, alright, y'all doing too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? It never was nothing lame. You can even say the rat opening the rat stepping on the contraption button to let Ant-Man out.
Made sense. In a sense.
5 years later, rat's gonna be running around. It is what it is. Yeah. So I don't have any I can sit there. I can go watch the movie again. I won't find.
Yeah, I want to see it again.
I won't find a flaw in it.
I guess that's it then. We done.
I think we might be done.
How long is
that thing said 30 minutes?
Yeah. This is real. Oh, before we go, I do want to say rest in peace to John Singleton. We just found out the day that he passed.
Terrible news.
That's very terrible. You know, Boys in the Hood is a classic.
Classic movie.
Made other classic movies like Baby Boy, which I recall when I went to the movie with this girl to see, and I was laughing the whole time. She couldn't understand what I thought was so funny about the movie. So I got memories of John Singleton movie. Plus, he does his TV show called Snowfall, so I don't know how they're going to continue that.
Yeah.
It's on FX. It's pretty good if you haven't checked that out.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But rest in peace to him. I know we on a high lot of time, but I know there's a couple more. One more thing I want to say about this movie is I don't think we touched enough on the severity of the death of this guy, of Iron Man.
Because he sacrificed for the whole universe.
Sacrificed himself. Basically, could this be like I've seen some great cinematic scenes, but this guy with this I'm Iron Man. What's gonna top that? Somebody tell me something better than Tony Stark putting on the glove, snapping his fingers, and destroying Thanos and sending the dust.
I didn't even see that coming.
How badass? Like, how could that be any better? How could that be any more baller? That's crazy. So I think Tony Stark may be the best superhero in history. I think Batman is great. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know what DC want to do. Right? I don't know. Like Aquaman, I didn't like that.
I didn't like Aquaman at all. I like Shazam though.
I like it. That had a good heart. They finally got it right. But you know what I'm saying? Again, how many they can mess it right up with the next one? So
they could. What's the next one? I think Birds of Prey or something. That Joker movie looks interesting though.
Yeah. So
I think that's the next one.
And I don't even think that's like. Is that a different universe?
It's supposed to be set in the 80s, I think.
Okay.
So that is like different.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But yeah, I just want to touch on how freaking amazing this movie is. I give it, so if I'm ranking them, this is the top movie. This is top of all times. All three Lord of the Rings. All of them had me on my seat. The Hobbit, all that. All of that was amazing. I like all them movies. They got a Hobbit TV show coming too.
Oh, word? Okay.
Yep, it's coming to, I believe, Amazon. But
you love the Matrix. I know you love the Matrix.
Yes. But even when Neo was like, no, and he starts doing this with Mr. Smith in the first Matrix.
Oh yeah.
When he first got his power, he stops the bullets.
I love the first Matrix, by the way.
And then Mr. Smith starts trying to charge him. He's like this. Greatest cinematic moment, but this right here, yo, I've never been this close. It almost made me water my. Almost got me.
Yeah, it almost.
I like holding that tear right there.
I'm like, me teeing up at one
scene. This moment. I'm not crying. I'm leaning my head so the joint don't drop. I'm like, you ain't gonna get me. I was good. So this is what it is. There you have it, man. Dale, you can.
Yeah, that's it. We done. Go see it if you haven't seen it. What's wrong with you if you haven't seen it?
How you get